First of all, congratulations to UVA. Good football team, well coached, did some nice things. Um, as we get into our guys, they've been through a lot this year. They've been resilient. They've played extremely hard. They've battled. I'm very proud and honored to be a part of that with them. And it's been tough on them, but their character showed through. Uh, Kept us in a lot of ball games, gave us opportunities to go win a few, um, and I'm extremely proud of them and to be a part of that. So tonight wasn't our night, but again, couldn't be more proud of them and the way they battle and the way they work.
Questions, Aaron? No Hawkins played great tonight. Did you know Hawkins, and I guess Britain had went up the game time maybe?
Knew Hawk earlier in the week. Just trying to hold it, not to give UVA any more ammunition in it. AG was really game time decision, and just he tried to go out and warm up and just couldn't do it.
How much tougher does that make it? There's a rougher leading receiver coming in.
Yeah, it makes it tough. Makes it tough. I mean, but we've had guys step up every week. As guys have been hurt or been out or whatever it might be, other guys have stepped up. Um, didn't expect anything different tonight from that standpoint. Snook stepped up and made a big play there at the end. We just weren't consistent enough. We had opportunities to make some plays and just didn't come our way. And so, but not having those two guys, that makes it a little tougher.
What, what was it about the passing attack, not just tonight, but throughout the season, where just finding consistency seemed to be an issue?
Yeah, as we continue to work through it, there's never one thing here or there. I mean, it's a multitude of different things, and we've got our struggles in that way. That being said, we tried to lean in on what we felt like was the strengths of our football team, and that was always been, mixing up the run and being able to allow those guys to try to control the line of scrimmage. We did some different things with motions and different shifts and trying to get Kyron a little bit more involved in the run game, and we felt like that was our strength, and that's what we had to push to the forefront. And so, we had our struggles at times, obviously, in the passing game, and we continue to work on that, but that's not the way this team was built right now.
Tim?
Bill, follow up on that. 21 passing yards in the first three quarters. Was there ever any consideration to making a quarterback change?
I don't think it's about the quarterback change. There's a lot of reasons, but the one thing I will tell you is Kyron has been a great leader for this football team, and he's had a great career around here. Sometimes I think, quarterbacks are always going to get too much praise when you win, and they're going to get way too much criticism when they lose. But that guy battles and he fights, and he was in it for the right reasons and doing the right things. So I don't think that was the reason tonight. Uh, Pop came in last week, did a couple of good things, and Pop's going to be a good quarterback, and so are the other guys in that room. But tonight wasn't about trying to make a quarterback change.
And then Keeper came with his first career touchdown late in the fourth quarter. What have you seen from his progression throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think he's going to have a bright future. I really do. He's a young kid with a lot of talent. He's got length, he's got speed, he's got great ball skills, got a good catch radius. Thought he had an opportunity a couple of times early in the first half to make a couple of more plays in that. One of them I thought he might have been interfered with as you looked at it on tape. Looked pretty significant to me. That being said, Snook's still young. He battled some injuries early in this season. If he probably would have came through that healthier, he probably would have had even more opportunities throughout this year. And so, but tonight, he got his first start. He did some nice things, and again, I think he's got a really bright future.
Dave? You guys forced a bunch of points in the first half. What about their just offensive balance?
Well, they've been effective all year long, right? And they're balanced in their attack. They've got a lot of good weapons. Um, you know, we had some opportunities to get off on third down, made some plays and did do that. We really needed to be more balanced as a total football team today, right? Um, Between offense, defense, and special teams, we fought field position, got pinned back there several times. Anytime you're doing that, it kind of limits you in what you can do and how you can get out of it. We didn't have the explosive plays in the run game that we've been having, and so we needed to find an opportunity to establish some things. I thought our first couple of drives, we had a few things going. We gets a pass, got a guy open, gets it batted up in the air, and all of a sudden it ends up in their lap. So, those are some of the ways that this game kind of messes with you a little bit. We get another drive down there and, have an opportunity to get points, and it didn't come our way again. And so you got to continue to keep battling and keep fighting, and I think our guys did that.
Last one, David.
We asked you about this earlier in the week, inheriting this team under the circumstances and leading through this time. Do you feel like you've left this program in a place that at least a little better and passed the baton on to the next coach?
Well, I don't know about all that. The one thing that I can say on that note, when you break it down, these guys have been through a lot. I've been very proud of the way they have battled, the way they've worked, the way they've come together. Been very honored to lead them in that way. This has never been about me. This has been about them, and it will continue to be that way. I got a lot of love for those guys in that room, and I appreciate what they've done and how they've done it and how they've held themselves together through all of this. And so it has been a privilege to be a part of that.